Hi there, I'm Mairi McHaffie and I'm a personal impact expert and confidence coach. And today I want to talk about how we build trust. So many of my clients tell me I'm supposed to be a trusted advisor now, or a trusted leader, or a trusted member of staff. How do I do it? How do I build that trust with people? Well, I'm going to show you with a very simple, tried and tested equation to start to help you to change your mindset around. Okay, so trust is, first of all, credibility. What do we mean by credibility? Well, credibility is what you stand for, your values, your experience, what you already know, and your strengths. And you need to get comfortable with talking about how credible you are. People want to hear about what your accolades are, what your experience is, and you don't have to be the world's most senior leader to have credibility. Just talk about 2 or 3 things that you're really good at or that you've got really good experience with. So, trust, credibility, number 1, plus reliability. If you've got great credibility and you are not reliable, i.e. you are not showing up on time, you're not actually providing the service that you say you will, then the trust will be lost. So you need that credibility, you need to be able to talk about what you've already done, how good you are, the skills that you have, and you need to be reliable. Do what you say you will do. Plus, intimacy. Now, I know a lot of people think, my goodness, that word in the workplace, intimacy, not for me. Well, what we mean by intimacy is actually getting to know your fellow human beings. We are not all just always working in silos. We're not robots, and particularly in this tech-centered world that we live in, the people that are able to build relationships with other human beings are the ones that will be more successful. So intimacy means getting to know the other people that you work with, or getting to know your client or your customer, and you do that by asking questions. Show an interest. Find out who they are on a human level. And also there has to be an element of self-disclosure, which means you need to also tell them about who you are. It's okay to talk about yourself outside of the workplace, what your interests are, what really floats your boat, and what your values are. And actually, when we connect up with other people's values and we find some way that we have some kind of common interest, then we build trust. So it's credibility, what you already know, what you say you do, reliability, doing what you say you do, intimacy, getting to know people on a personal level and letting them get to know you, all of which, I said it was an equation, is over self-interest. Now, in the terms of the equation, if the self-interest is high, then that negates all of the above and the trust is lost. You are talking about your credibility, you're reliable, you're getting to know people on a personal level, but people can smell that there's something that you really want here, and that is why you're doing all of this. So your self-interest is high, they lose trust in you. This is not about sales, this is about building trust. So in order to build that trust, what you want to be doing is to keep that self-interest low. You're not pushing all your services onto another person, you're not bragging about it, you're actually thinking about how can I add value to this relationship. What can I bring to it that will actually help the other person? And in doing so, my self-interest is low and I'm building that trust. And all of that value that I'm adding and the trust that I'm building eventually will lead to other things. Perhaps that will lead to a client or a customer buying into your services, or perhaps it means that you will join that team that you really want to be part of, or your boss will notice. But all of it is about building that trust. I hope that's been of use to you, and I will see you the next time for some more insights.